Hello, it's Kate from the Literary Apothecary, and welcome back to another episode of Bibliotherapy Sunday. Now, today we're going to talk about a very special book, and that is Anne of Green Gables. Now, this was a patron pick of the month for me in December. It was a reread, and it was so special. I love this book so much. It's so endearing to me, and according to the novel Cure, this is one of the 10 best novels to drown out snoring. Now, they recommend listening to the audiobook, which is actually what I listened to on this reread. I listened to the Audible special, which has Rachel McAdams narrating it, and it was so good. It was so good. She had such enthusiasm in it. And a couple things about Anne. So Anne, if you don't know, Anne is an orphan, and she is adopted by a sister and a brother, Marilla and Matthew. And first, they're surprised by Anne for many reasons. First and foremost, they were looking for a boy to come help them on the farm, but instead they got Anne. And Anne is not like your everyday girl. She is very outgoing, very individual. She is outspoken. She says what's on her mind, and she loves everything about nature. She wants to converse with nature and the animals and the wind, and she names everything, literally everything, and she's just so special. When I reread this book, I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, which was my original rating. I can't rate it anything lower because it's just so special. Anne develops these friendships along the way. She has this a very special friendship that she develops with Matthew. And it's just one of the most special things I've ever read in a book. And there's this moment in the book, I won't give away details, but there's this moment in the book where it talks about grief and being able to move on from a loved one that has passed away, that just hit me so deep on this reread. It just, our character that's speaking through grief says that they had happy times even though they missed the person that they lost. And they came to realize that even though you're grieving someone and you miss someone dearly, you can still have those happy moments in your life, because that's what they would want. And it just, I don't know what it was about that, but it just hit me straight on. It was so endearing and so special. So Anne of Green Gables definitely gets 5 out of 5 stars. It is a great book to drown out snoring because it's not a boring book at all. Anne will keep you entertained for hours. Especially listening to the audiobook and hearing the enthusiasm in someone else's words is so special, so endearing. And if y'all haven't read Anne of Green Gables yet, you need to go read it now, because it just teaches you to love everything around you, love everyone around you with the same amount that you give everyone else. It teaches you to be individual and not care what other people think. Be yourself no matter what they say. Just don't forget to be yourself. It teaches you that you can be happy even when you're sad. And it just says so many great lessons that every time I think about Anne of Green Gables, I want to both smile and cry because it's so special. So if you haven't read this yet, go and pick up Anne of Green Gables. Highly recommend the audiobook. I will link that down below in the description. Also, there's some great movie adaptations and show adaptations for this show. If you want to see it adapted to the screen, go and watch those too. But first, read the book, because nothing beats the book. So that's my very quick edition of Bibliotherapy Sunday for this week. I hope you all have enjoyed this. We'll have more coming in the future, as always. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I have a new video coming out. As always, my Patreon and my Discord information will be in the description below. There's no pressure to join either, but we have a ton of fun at both. Keep reading, and I love you all to the moon and back. Bye.